Welcome. In this quick tip video, I want to show you how you can add snap points to flexible curve objects. You can add snap points to any object, so even if you use array and curve deform modifiers, it is not a problem to define sensible snap points. With this quarter turn pipe segment, we did just that and positioned the snap points to coincide with the centers of the end caps, so we can simply snap the whole object to other snap points. Let's have a brief look at how this object was constructed. We have a Bezier curve parented to our hose segment mesh object. This mesh object has a few modifiers. An array modifier that is configured to fit the length of the Bezier curve, and a curve deform modifier that refers to the same curve. By parenting the curve to the hose segment mesh, we can move the whole thing around easily and it keeps its form too. But what if you want to create an asset that stays flexible and deforms when you snap its ends to other objects? In this case, we have a bunch of objects that are all parented to an empty. That makes it simpler to move all those objects around simultaneously. The end caps are now separate objects, each with their own snap point, and if we snap them to other objects, you will see that the curve deforms with them, and even its length will adapt. Let's have a look at how this setup is different than the fixed curve. Here we have a few objects that are all parented to the same empty. All objects are part of a collection, which is just convenient but not absolutely necessary. The brass objects at the end are now separate objects, so not end caps specified in the curve modifier. Just as in the previous example, this object has an array modifier that is configured to fit the length of the Bezier curve and a curve deform modifier that refers to the same curve. In this case, however, the curve object itself has two additional hook modifiers. If we select the curve and go to edit mode, we can see this curve has two control points, and each control point has its own hook modifier. Each modifier refers to one of the objects we use as endpoints, and because of this, we can move any of those endpoint objects around and the curve will follow along. And because we have defined snap points on those objects as well, we can now simply snap them to other objects and the hose pipe object will fit nicely. Thank you for watching.